Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So I don't really know what my goal is today doing this video. It's just beautiful outside. I wanted to record something outside. So I thought I would just have like a talking video where I just talk about like my insecurities and how I kind of, I guess not like conquered them because I still struggle with them, but how I made them better and how I kind of just started to express myself and not really care what other people think. Because obviously, like, I don't think I ever would have dyed my hair purple. I don't think I ever would have gotten any tattoos, or even have wore a shirt that says be your own kind of beautiful. I don't know, just stuff like that. Sorry, my neighbor's weird. I'm scared. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm just gonna basically vent and talk to you all about insecurities and hopefully try to encourage you all, because I know I'm not the only one who struggles with them. So yeah, so this might be a long video. I don't know. I'm a talker, so I'm gonna try to make it short. There's a bumblebee and I don't like them. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so going back to 7th grade is when it all started, so middle school. I was super duper insecure in middle school. Oh God, I was so bad. I was so self-conscious about my oily skin, so I would carry around powder and literally like every hour I would apply makeup because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't look oily, like I can't look like I'm shiny, or my makeup is like looks shiny and it's not matte. Like it would be literally constantly I would put on makeup. I wouldn't look in the mirror at school. And no matter what I did, like if I fixed my hair and it looked really pretty, if I had a full face of makeup on and it looked pretty, I never ever ever thought I looked pretty, ever. Like I would be confident, and then when I go to school I'd literally be like, oh my gosh, like I bet I look awful, or I bet like I'm sweating, or I bet like my face is oily, or I bet my hair doesn't look good and it's frizzy. And it was like constantly like just these thoughts in my mind that like I wasn't pretty, or that like I need to worry about my skin being oily, I need to worry about my hair being frizzy, I need to worry about what I'm wearing, like just stuff that really doesn't matter. And I would basically ask my mom to come get me like every single day at school. Sometimes she'd give in, sometimes she wouldn't, and I would tell her I didn't feel good, but it was really just because I felt so insecure, and I was like, people are gonna think I'm ugly, so I'm gonna go home. This is what I tell myself. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna go watch YouTube videos of how to do makeup and hair, and I'm gonna look so pretty tomorrow. I would do that every single day in my head. I'd be like, okay, I'm planning to go watch all these videos and look as pretty as these girls on YouTube, or as pretty as other girls at my school. And it was like sad. Like now that I think about it, it was just sad. And I think it was just like me trying to tell myself that I thought I looked pretty before I left the house. Then when I got to school, I felt like worthless and I didn't look pretty. And so I was like, but you can make yourself prettier. So go watch a YouTube video and you'll be good to go. And that just didn't make any sense. And then I guess moving on to 8th grade, I definitely wore makeup every day. I never liked my makeup. No matter how good it looked, it could have looked perfect and I still would have hated it. I wouldn't look at myself in the mirror. I got a spray tan all the time in 8th grade, which I know that doesn't really matter, but like I always felt like I had to, or I wasn't pretty, like if I was pale. I was super duper self-conscious about how what I was wearing. I actually had like a little boyfriend in 8th grade, and he always had a crush on this other girl. And I would always compare myself to her. Like even during the summer when me and him dated, I would always compare myself to that other girl because I knew he had a crush on her. And so it was just really, really bad, and I could never just be like myself. I could never just relax. I could never just like be goofy, because I was terrified that somebody was gonna say something to me, because really somebody could have said the littlest thing. Like I remember one time I had like a white eyelash. This is random. I have a white eyelash in my eyelashes, obviously, and it's like a birthmark. And I remember this girl was like, I see your white eyelash, and I literally was trying to pluck it out, like, because I was like, oh my gosh, I look weird. And there's now I love it because my brother had it too. Zach did, so it's a lot more meaningful now. Anyway, it was just like the littlest things. And I remember one guy told me, he was just like a guy friend, he looked at me and he goes, your face is so shiny, I could literally see my reflection. And like, I wanted to cry my eyes out. Like, I was like, that is my biggest insecurity. This is in 8th grade, and you literally just pointed it out. And he just thought, like, he was just being a stupid guy, because guys do not think about that stuff. He didn't think it was a big deal. And I still haven't forgotten it to this day, and I am graduated from high school. And that was like in 8th, 7th grade, one of those. Anyway, so going into freshman year, I was super duper nervous, obviously. I feel like every freshman is. It wasn't an awful year, but I wouldn't go to school without wearing makeup freshman year. I joined the soccer team, and I really think that helped me. I wasn't good at soccer. I'd never played soccer in my life. I had never kicked a ball until freshman year, and when I joined, I just met a lot of good friends and a lot of sweet girls who I could tell had the same struggles as me, so it definitely helped me, and I still am friends with those girls to this day. And then sophomore year wasn't awful either. I still had to wear makeup, and I think mostly I felt that way because I hated my braces. Like, I thought I was so ugly with my braces, so that was always an insecurity. I would like cover my mouth when I'd laugh because I hated my braces so bad. And I would be really insecure about my oily skin still. And freshman and sophomore year, I would literally go put powder on every class period. Like, my face would literally look fine, but I would have like in my head, oh my gosh, like I look so disgusting and I look like I'm sweating, and I literally wouldn't look like that at all. It was just like a mind thing. And I have like an obsessive personality, and so does my brother Zach and my mom. So I think that really is what made it worse, is like once I got one insecurity, I just kept obsessing, and it just made it really bad. So I really hated going to school in middle school. It got better in high school because I feel like it's a bigger place, so like there are more people who, meaning like there are different kinds of people who have different styles and stuff, so it's a lot better than just being in one class, or yeah, like one hallway with all of the students, like in 8th grade or 7th grade. And in high school, you know, everybody's mixed up, so it's a little bit better. And then junior year was a lot better. I got my braces off. Insecurity wise, it was better, but that was when my brother was killed in a car accident. And I think honestly, once he passed, that was when I realized I'm wasting so much of my time being insecure. I'm wasting so much of my time worrying about everybody's opinion, worrying about what everybody thinks about me. And like, I don't realize how short life is. And I know that's cliche, but like when you're 16 years old and your brother dies at 23, it changes you, obviously. And then, so like losing him was just kind of like, Zach didn't really care what people thought about him. And he had confidence issues, which you probably didn't think, a lot of people don't think that, because like he was very handsome and he had confidence in his looks, but like mentally he wasn't very confident in like himself as a person. And it also just made me think like I wish that Zach would have been more confident in himself and his looks when he was here. And it just kind of made me, like I said, realize this life is way too short, and it's ridiculous that I'm spending so much time worrying about how I look and what other people think about me, because there are going to be people who still make fun of me, who still say things about me, who don't think I'm pretty, who want to point out flaws in me, but me obsessing over it isn't going to change that. And I think that's what I finally realized. So I also dyed my hair purple junior year, and I think that like that summer going into senior year, and I still have it purple. I know this is weird, but once I dyed it purple, I just felt like myself. Like I felt I felt like I was finally expressing myself, because usually I would never, ever, ever, ever do that. I would, like, years ago, I would have never thought I would be here with purple hair that was short, wearing makeup that has been on all day and doesn't look good, and tattoos. Like, I just, how to do that? I don't know, like, I just never would have seen myself here to this day. But also, I just wasn't comfortable trying to be like everybody else, and I wasn't comfortable when I was comparing myself to everybody else. It just caused stress and anxiety, and I would cry all the time because I literally would just feel worthless. And finally, you know, after all that happened with Zach, like, it just got so much better, and it just got better from then on. And senior year was awful. Like, it was probably, it'll definitely be one of the worst years of school. Junior year and senior year, because junior year is like passing, and senior year I just had a big like, I just had a lot of drama that I couldn't control, but it would really bother me. So it wasn't even much of my looks in senior year than it was what people said about me. Like, it was, I was now insecure about how everybody looked at me, because the things that people were saying weren't true, and I felt like I had to prove to them that I'm not this person, and I didn't do this, and I didn't do that, and I don't know, like, it bothered me so bad. And like, I would pray for months, be like, God, like, please just tell me, like, get in my mindset, let me stop obsessing, and say, these people can literally think whatever they want, and if they believe that you're this person, or that this is true, what everybody's saying, then obviously, like, they're not even worth it, because they're not gonna take the time to even get to know you. They're just gonna listen to rumors. And obviously, like, I have said rumors before, like, I've been involved in drama and gossip, and but this part of drama I really just couldn't control, and that was what was so frustrating. I felt like ever since, like, Zach had passed, so like 2 years, well, it's not been 2 years yet, but like a year, I guess, around that time, I felt like everything that was coming into my life was out of my control. And I know it's always out of my control, but like, these situations and circumstances were so heavy and so hurtful, and just had such a big effect on my life, that it was awful not knowing I didn't have any control. But so when I did move schools senior year, that was when really everything got so much better. Like, because I wasn't surrounded by those people every day who said things about me. I wasn't hearing it constantly, and I just, like, had to unfollow people that I really knew weren't good to me and didn't really care about me and had hurt me. And usually I would never do that, because I'd be so worried they wouldn't like me. And at the end of the day, like, if they're hurting me, if they're pulling me down, like, God doesn't want me to be around them, and He doesn't want me to push myself to be good friends with them or something. Like, I don't need to hate them, I need to love them. That's what we're called to do as Christians, but I don't have to be their best friend, and I don't have to follow them back on Instagram if it makes me insecure or it upsets me. So, and then that's when I created my blog, and that's when I created my YouTube channel, and I promise you that I would, years ago, never have done this. Like, I would have been too worried about what people said about me. And like I said, it does still bother me sometimes, but it's gotten so much better. And me dyeing my hair and creating a blog and doing things that I've wanted to do, but I've been so worried about, after I finally did them, I felt like free, and I felt like I was finally being myself. And like, God has created us all to be so different and to embrace the different qualities that we have, and we all have like different style and different likes and different dislikes, and we need to embrace that. Because like, when we're like other people, like, it's not fun, and you're not gonna feel good, you're not gonna feel like yourself, you're not gonna be able to enjoy life. And I know this is very, very cliche, but it is true. So I hope that you all will get one thing from this, that you just need. I want you to be yourself, and I want you to do something, force yourself to do something that you've always wanted to do, but you've been too worried or too insecure to do it. And you have to realize, same with me, because I'm still learning, that people are definitely going to say things about you no matter what. They don't care what you've been through. This is what I learned my senior year. None of those people who said stuff about me didn't care that my brother died. They didn't care that everything they said to me was kicking me down to the lowest point. They didn't care that they were spreading rumors about me that weren't true. They didn't care that I had to leave that school because of what they did. They don't care. No matter what I said to them, no matter what I prayed, no matter what I did, they did not care. And that is sad because there are people in the world that are like that, and you have to face that. But I should not let those people who they shouldn't affect my life. They're not my friends. They're not in my life. Now that I'm out of school, like since I'm graduated, I'm not in that school anymore. They're not a part of my life whatsoever. And I will probably never see them again. There's a bumblebee. Sorry. So I don't know. I hope you all will be yourselves and embrace all the things that you love and that you don't like, and not worry about what other people think, because you're just gonna have a terrible life and you're not gonna be able to enjoy your life. Okay, I know this was just a rant, but I've been through a lot. You know, not obviously other people have been through more. There are people who've been through more than me, but I have been through a lot, and I know that I can relate to a lot of people, and that I could talk to a lot of people, and we just could help each other, and I just want to do that with everything that I've been through. So that's my cliche video that I just made. Anyway, if you all want to talk about anything else, or I don't know, if you want any advice, I'm not I just feel like I'm good at advice. Just because I talk a lot doesn't mean I'll give you the best, but I'll be honest about it, so that's good. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. I had fun making this. Thanks for watching. I hope you all will subscribe and like my videos and continue to watch them, and I'll see you next time.